Alright guys, thank you for coming back to the channel today. So today I'm going to make a video. This video I'm going to talk about Dogedigger. Dogedigger is the kind I'm going to talk about right now. I'm going to try to keep this video pretty quick and simple and short. This video is not for you to go buy, sell or hold. I'm just going to show you what I think. I'm going to tell you what I think and show you the reason why I think the way I think. Alright, so Dogedigger seems like a coin that you could make a lot of money off of right at this moment here. And I'm going to show you the reason why I say that. You see right on my screen right there? I want you to look. You're going to see where it says volume right here. And I'm going very slow because I want you to see it. If you look at the volume, which is the bottom of this screen, the one at the bottom, which is 54462. This one is how much being purchased within the past 24 hours. And I've been watching this kind for the past 7 days. And believe you me, it's been staying at that rate for the past 7 days. So the coin is trading at $543,000 every 24 hours. It was more. I think it was up to $1 million. And this is the reason why I have to make a video on this coin to let you guys know, because when you see a meme coin like this coin is trading at high, it's gonna be an explosion at some point. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not telling you to go buy, sell, or hold it, because one more thing that I want to point out to you before I go in depth, and make sure you watch this video all the way through, because you're gonna miss information if you skip. Alright, now this coin is at 10-0 and a 3. So when a coin is at 10-0 and a 3, you can buy trillions of it. Whatever is behind the 10-0, that's what is going to cost you for a trillion. So right now a trillion of this coin is $34. Last night when I look at it, it was 35, so it went down a little bit. But let me show you something, because we're not going to hide anything from you. We want you to be as knowledgeable as possible. When this coin first came out, right here, 2022 July, that's when it bit March. It was averaging at 3 cents. If you look at my screen careful, this coin came out at 3 cents and bit March. All right, and now it's down to 3. Now it's down to 10-0 and 3. So if you buy it back then, trust me, you wouldn't have any money at all. But I want you to remember that Shiba did something similar to this when it came out also. So majority of the coin, once they came out high and they go all the way down and then they rack it again. So I want you to bear that in mind, because if you jump off too early, you may lose. But I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold. So make your own decision. Do your own research. Alright? So, as you can see on the screen, this coin came out at 3 cents, guys. That's why we dream of 3 cents. So if Shiba could go to 1 cent, there would be a lot of millionaire around here. Alright? So, this was at 3 cents and now it's at 10-0 and a 3. But our goal is to look at the volume that is trading at. There's not many coin of this caliber that have a volume of 500,044. So now we're gonna go and take a look at a different kind. So this moment here, let's just change my screen a little bit. It's still going down, so it's a good time to buy. So if we go to buy and we type in 1 million, this should be giving us 1 million at 30. And I should really definitely go and scoop up some of this, like at least a 10 trillion of this kind, because it wouldn't hurt at all. Let's see something. Alright, 1 trillion is $31. Okay, let me show you something else now. I'm gonna show you some good details in this one. Right here, you're gonna see. Okay, I was on the right screen, so let me go back. All right, so on this screen here, if you go down, this is what's going on here. If you look over here, not much selling going on. Not much selling. When they're selling, you see this wave right here. You will see the wave get, the screen will get more red. Like over here, you see right here is green. That means they're buying. You can see the wave where they're buying, and they're setting their limit buy and their limit sell. So over here, they're setting some limit sell, but they are setting more limit buy. So one guy right here, he set a limit buy for, wow, it seemed like his buy went through because I'm not seeing it anymore. For I think that was 200 trillion, or where is he? Let me see. All right, so I'm gonna just show you an example. Right here, this guy is at 16.5 trillion. So he want to buy 16 trillion if it gets to 20 NA4. Most of the time, they always get it. I don't know what they know that we don't know, but they always get this amount that they set it for. So we are getting buys in the trillions, and there's a couple people are planning to sell in the billions. You have one guy right here. He says he's gonna sell at 9 trillion if it goes to 10-0 and a 4-2. So he planning on selling 9 times 42. That's what his goal is. So if you look at this screen and monitor the screen, these are a limit sell and limit buy. Whatever you see right here are limit sell and limit buy. If you look at the number carefully, you will see that these numbers are set either low or high. So in, for instance, this guy right here, let me just bring up my screen. Right at the top here on the selling side, you want to sell at 35. Remember, if you scroll down, the coin is still at 10.032. So these are not really buying. When I first started to look at it, I thought they were buying it. It says order, so it's meaning that they're setting up their limit sell and their limit buy. So if it goes down or goes up, they gonna grab it at that price. But some people are buying, just buying at market price. These people are setting up for a limit buy at a certain price. So at this moment here, we have 1.6 trillion set for 30 and a 3. We have our big buyer at Mr. 9 trillion coming in at 255, and then we have some more bigger buyer down here, 12 trillion and 15 trillion. So they setting up all the way down to 22. So it seems like it may go down to 22, but even though it don't have to, that's just what they want to buy it at, because the volume is great. It's a great volume. I'm gonna show you another coin, and I'm gonna show you what the volume look like on coin of this caliber. So let's go to the market and pick some coin that are at this caliber, and I'm gonna show you what the volume is. The volume is what you have to watch, guys. So when a coin is at 10.090, the volume normally runs around 40 to 140,000 per day. When it's in the 4 and 50, it averages in the million section. So like Bitcoin will average hundred of million because the cost of the coin is so expensive. So let's take a look at some other volume. So you have to learn to read these things. They put them there for a reason. All right. So let's go now and take a look at let's take a look at Tick token. Tick token was doing the same thing too. Tick token is at 10 I think 9010. Let's take a look. Tick token is at 10.0, and it's doing similar. It's averaging even more. It's averaging 1.4 million. That means this kind of more chance to explode more than Dogedigger, because this is averaging at 1.43 million with a 10 0 coin does not average there. So that's what I was saying. These two coins are planning to go crazy. All right, now I'm gonna go back one step back, because that's not what I really want to show you. I just want to show you, but those two are the standout. Now let's find another coin. Saying for instance, gaming Shiba right here. Gaming Shiba have around 9 to 10 0. And you see it average 184,000 per day. Alright, now we're gonna go back for another coin. Let's find another 90 coin here and take a look at it. I'm gonna show you. Even this coin, M content, is at 90 and it's averaging 16,000 per day. That's what they normally average. So those two coins are averaging way, 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 way above their margin where they normally be. Let's take a look at WEMP. WEMP is averaging 5K. So these coins are averaging really, really low. SCP Inu 33K, and this is at around 80 right now. So if you see a coin with 90 or 10 averaging 100 of 1,000 per day, it's gonna do something. Let's look for RBIF. That coin carries around 90. All right, this one 31 thousand per day. So this is how I catch RBIF the last time, because I was watching on the volume. So when you watch the volume was 140,000 when I buy RBIF, because when I see that, I know it was gonna go crazy, because if they continue to pump into it when they do their calculation and everything reset, it gonna pump. So right now I'm not buying it right now, because it's only 31,000 per day. If I see it goes up to 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, then I'm jumping in and a couple trillion in it, because it's not gonna move yet. Volume will be going up, but the numbers is gonna be staying the same, meaning that you still will be able to buy at the same price for a little while, but it can jump at any time. So I'm still watching it. That's why I don't have any RBIF right now, because I sell it. Because once the volume change, I sell it. I'm playing the game like how the game is being played. Now, if you look at a spell token or a crow is at 66. The volume is going to be in the millions. Should be. It's only in 53K, and it's at 10. Let's take a look at Shiba now. You're gonna see the difference. So it's and Shiba with around 5 zeros. Let's take a look at it. Shiba is at 50 and a 7. Wow, it went up to almost drop a 0 right there. So if you look, Shiba is averaging 11 million at 50. So a 5040 coin is gonna average in that area 11 million, 5 million. It's gonna be in the million. So the volume is what helped. That tell you when the coin is gonna be pumped. I want you to come back and look at Shiba when Shiba went down, go back down, and see what the volume is gonna be. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. All right. So I'm giving you the tool, guys, to use to make yourself great. All right, now Bitcoin is averaging at 915 million daily within 24 hours. That's the amount of money being pumped into it. $915 million, guys. That's why Bitcoin is trending up. So when it's trending down, you need to look at it to learn the difference between down and up. So when it's going down, you're not gonna see 915 million, because it's just not gonna happen. The money is not there, so it have to go down. So you see, it's going up, and the volume is at 916 million. Now look at take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is 196 million. So it makes sense. A coin that is $1,400 is averaging at 996 million, and it's in green. A coin that's 5 zeros would average around 1 to 11 million. That means it's gonna go up. Meaning that if you see the coin goes to that type of volume and you're not on there yet and it's not running, it's gonna run. So you need to get in before it start running. So use the chart. You try to use it to make sense and get in. I'm not telling you when to do so or how to do so or that you have to do so. Just do so when you can. Let's look at Luna C. All right, Luna C is averaging at 141, meaning that Dogedigger and Tick Token are doing better than Luna C at this moment with the volume, and that coin is at 10-0. So at this moment here, Dogedigger is a good coin to get on top of that right now, guys. It's a good coin to get. So I'm just showing you averaging. Do your research. You don't have to go buy, sell, or hold because of what I say. I'm just showing you how you can use the tool to your advantage and go in and make some money on the way up. You get me? So say I don't think I have to say too much more about that. That's what I want to point out to you guys. And once again, I want you guys to take a look into this kind. You don't have to buy kind with 10 zeros and 9 zeros all the time. You can average in some 2 zeros and 3 zeros kind, because those 30, 20 kind are very, very good. This one called G1X. Oh, this kind is, I just think this is the coin. This coin went up to 1 cent a couple days ago and it went back down. It went back down to 58 cents and now it's heading back up because it's at 80 cents. It's at 8 cents right, 208 right now. So at this moment here, this coin is a great coin. They are into gold. They're doing some gold mining in Ivory Coast and places like that in Africa. That's what they're into. You can read and their white paper and see more about it and learn more about it, and then you can decide if you want to get into it or not. But right now, there's a lot of stuff going on. Every kind is going to run at some point. That's what I want you to know. But it's based on the one that you decide to buy. So M content is sitting for more than a month now, not doing anything, can explode at any time. Because you have to understand that coins that sit and don't do anything will explode in your face. And the next thing is that just watch the volume on it. Once you see the volume start going up, it's gonna run at some point. Sometimes it goes up for 2 days, 3 days before it run. But you have to constantly watch the volume, and that's how you're gonna catch it. So that's how I catch them. I could catch a lot of coins if I have the money to put in them each. I could catch a lot of coin. And the coin called LY, this one here, if you look at it, you're gonna see volume is at 16,000 right here. So this coin have 9 zeros. Well, let's double check it. 10 zeros. So it's still in the same boat with Tick Token and Dogedigger. Those three coins, these LY is gonna go up. As simple as you take it, LY is gonna jump up. Alright, it's not gonna sit right here. This coin is known to be running. Alright, so just look into it and then do your research and see which one you want to get into. Now, Bryce was at 28.29 for a while. It was averaging at 28.29. If you look right here, it was at 28.29 for a couple days, and now it's up to 33. So if you put some money in there, you'll be up like 5% right now. So let's see when it was at 29. Wow, a couple days ago it seems to be. All right, go back a little bit more. All right, guys, so it was at 28.29. So at this moment here, it's going up. Everything is going to go up at some point, and they're going to have days when they go back down. You have to decide what you want to do. So last but not least, the bunk kind. I lose some money on the bunk kind, but I'm not even gonna sell. I'm not gonna take it out. I'm just leaving it there because I went down by 50% on the bunk. I put 200 and something in there, and now I'm down to 109. So I'm not gonna call it a scam. I'm not gonna say anything because I see that if you look at the Shiba chart, I'm gonna show you the Shiba chart again, guys, just to remind you. Shiba, if you buy $1,000 worth of Shiba went down to around dollar something, $1 something, and if you jump off at that moment, you miss the boat. So this kind went down with my money. 50% of my money is gone, and I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm just not even gonna worry about it. You never know; it may skyrocket in a couple days. But the good thing about it, I set a limit sell. So if it go crazy one night when I'm sleeping, boom, I'm selling. All right. So thank you for watching the video. Hope you learned something. If you do, or if you did, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That's all I'm asking you for. I don't need much. All right. Thank you.